Hey y'all, welcome to episode 8 of Girl, Let's Talk About It.
Hey, I'm so excited about this one. Just like last time. I don't know why I just blanked, but just like last time, we have a guest, right? So we are doing part 2 of our holiday cross marketing series. And this week I am so excited to be bringing on Miss Dev Dior from Skin by Dev, y'all. So we got a newbie coming in with us this week to the group chat. I already see we got comments rolling in. So hey, Miss is Marie. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna bring in our girl Dev here. So Dev, come on in.
Hey.
So
Right. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
right, let's talk about it, girl. Let's talk about it. So what? Oh, y'all, my watch one. I done muted everything else. I got my watch want to tell me like, what? I didn't get that. Can you try again? No. So we brought you in today, right, to talk about Skin by Dev. I'm really excited to hear about all the goodies. So first off, tell us about yourself, your name, where you at, you know.
Yes, thank you, ladies, for having me first and foremost, on your new podcast. I'm Dev. I am the CEO of Skin by Dev. Skin by Dev is a luxury, accessible skincare brand made specifically for sensitive skin types. And now we are currently getting into body as well. So I want to say skin and body. I have to get that into my bio now because I'm like, we expanding, baby. But a little bit about me is I'm based out of Denver, Colorado. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, but I started my business out here. Okay, yes, we in here, Midwest in
All
this
right.
So, but yes, I'm based out of Denver. I'm 22 years old. I launched my business in 2021, so I'm about 2 years in now, and I'm living every day, every minute of it, just taking the world by force, okay?
I love that. I love that. Look, I don't know if you know anything about us, but both of us were in Texas. I'm in Dallas.
Okay.
Keela's in Houston, but we both came from Chicago. Well, Chicagoland. We're from the suburbs, but
Okay, period.
oh man, I love that. So y'all, we don't know Dev personally.
Right.
We came across Dev on TikTok, right?
TikTok.
From her content and the videos of her products, right? Like when I tell y'all the glass skin be glass skinning. So so Dev, tell us, how did you get started?
So really I launched this business in my mother's legacy. My mother had actually passed away in 2021, but she always instilled like the values of self-love, self-care. When you look good, you feel good, and you're ready to really conquer and take things on. So I really wanted to instill those values into my brand, really launch in her legacy. I launched it on her birthday 2 years ago to really keep that going for her. And that was the sole purpose of my brand. I also struggle with sensitive skin myself. I have eczema, and I really was having a difficult time finding affordable quality products that would work for my sensitive skin. So taking both of those and putting those together, I did some market research and, decided that here in Colorado, we have a good market for vegan and organic natural skincare. So I kind of wanted to delve deep into that. And at first I was making handmade skincare in the basement of my first apartment, hand making everything, formulating, but it started to take a real toll on me because I launched without proper preparation. So I just delved in because I was like, I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm tired of working for others. I want to have my own business, but I really didn't take the time to get into the logistics and the behind the scenes and really making sure that I would be making profit. So I was pouring so much of myself into my business, hand making, that I had to really pump my brakes and take a step back and be like, okay, I'm not doing something right. I'm ruining a lot of batches. Like when you're formulating, it's very, very tedious. If you have any percentage of any ingredient off, you mess up the entire batch and now you're just losing money. So I took a step back. I moved into my new apartment and I decided I knew what I wanted in my skincare. I wanted the ingredients to be vegan. I wanted it to be clean. I wanted it to be all natural. And I really wanted to put quality into the bottle because I believe that people deserve more than just cute packaging, overrated, fancy things. But as soon as you get the product, it's not effective for you. So I was like, let me take a step back, send over my formulations to a lab. Now I get everything sent over to me already packaged up, already formulated, but was able to still stay true to my clean skincare, my organic ingredients. And from there, it's been history. Just keep on adding to the collections, expanding now from skin to body. And I'm so excited to see where we go from here.
It really sounds like you're doing big things. And when you say like you had to take a step back, I relate to that a lot. So I'm like, and it's for you to know exactly what you want. Like that's A1. Because that's you staying true to your brand.
Right, exactly. And I really wanted to bring quality to my customer. Like it's just there's a lot of brands that claim themselves as luxury, but that's a lot more than just saying your brand is luxury. So I wanted to not only provide skincare, but provide an experience along with that. So that's where I'm at with it now. And one thing about entrepreneurship is just even when you start something, never be afraid to take that step back and be like, hey, I'm spinning out here. Like I need to get my stuff together, stay true always to what you want to do, not let anybody stray me away. Cause I had a lot of people telling me like, you should do this, you should do that. But I just wasn't ready. And now I'm getting to the points where I'm like, okay, I'm gauging myself. I started, second year in, I'm ready to keep climbing up and up and up.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it, right? So both Keela and I are entrepreneurs in our own ways. Like we have our own different ventures. But I think a big part of that is knowing when you're overspending yourself.
Exactly.
Because I think as entrepreneurs or just women that are ambitious in general, right? We kind of bite off more than we can chew sometimes because we be excited. Let's be honest. You start the process. You're
okay.
like, I can do this. I got this lined up. I got this. And then you take off, right? And then before you know it, you're in over your head with so many things. Like you said, you were making products by hand. And like when you do that, you take so much more pride in it. And it becomes so much closer to your heart that it's harder to be like, I got to take a step back because now you almost take it personal.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, I was doing it. I was putting my own touch on it. And now I got to take that moment and, whether it's like a break in product for a little bit of time or a break in whatever it is, right? Because sometimes it could be a break in content. If you're an influencer or a content creator, it could be a break in whatever. And just to have to break that consistency, it's a hit for you as an entrepreneur. Right. And it pays off in the long run if you do it when the timing is right.
It definitely does because it did take a major hit on my business when I had to stop taking sales and relocate and move. And I had to rebuild the hype, rebuild the anticipation because everybody was already so used to me hand making my stuff. I already was starting to get on social media and delve into the marketing, but it got to the point where it was either I keep on tiring and burning myself out, or I'm able to just take this pause and really generate myself back up, get my energy, get my mental, get everything back on track. And then when I'm ready, relaunch. Yes, it was super difficult because people weren't ready in a sense. They didn't know where I was going. They didn't know if I was serious about it. But then once I relaunched, quality was so much better. Packaging, quality of the product, customer service, operations were in order, smooth day-to-day operation, shipping. I really was able to check every box because the first time I just rushed into it. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's great to have your own business, but to be honest, I wouldn't have lasted. my business wouldn't have had made it. It was already after COVID. And that was also a major part on why I had to put my business on hold. So never be afraid as an entrepreneur or whatever you do standing on your business to take a step back and to take a pause if need be. It's 100% necessary, and it does pay off for your brand in the long run, because I wouldn't have lasted if I didn't rebrand 100% and get back when I was ready.
Right. Yeah. You know what? I feel like this whole all day, like, okay, y'all, I'm a little bit nasally, right? But all day I've been fine. As soon as I got to talking this time, now my voice going in and out. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, look, I was red. I had to prepare for this. I'm like, you know.
I was on your TikTok today, and I was looking at your promotion, like your videos and your pictures, like the for real, like it's up there. I was like, I was just strolling. I was like, she hit every time. So kudos
thank
to
you so much.
I sure was looking. I was like, oh, that is so cute.
I thank you. Content is what makes the world go around for your business. So that's what it's been a difficult transition, especially when it comes to TikTok. I'm like, I'm still finding my place, you know. I know you guys have found me via TikTok, so I'm like, it's working somehow. Hey, so I'm gonna keep showing up.
You know, I think you had came on my feed a minute ago, but then I was like, we needed someone for the show, and then I typed in small businesses, Black women, and you came up. So
period, TikTok, do it then.
I was like, I remember her products. So then I went on your page, and that's when I messaged you, and I was like, you know how TikTok runs. If you put that in for you to be on that top of that list, you doing something.
Right. Oh, that gives me motivation, y'all, because I'm like, TikTok, I'll be losing hope, y'all. I'm like, Lord.
Girl, no, keep using them hashtags, because them hashtags get it done.
Yeah, they sure do. I'm like, they do. Hey.
So, if you could change one thing about the way you went about your business the first time, what would it have been?
Preparation for sure. When I had launched, I kind of overexerted myself. I launched too many handmade products at one time. My first product ever was like a rose oil facial serum that had like all these different oils in it, and then I had a lip scrub, body scrub, bath bombs, bath soaks. Like I launched at least 8 handmade products within the span of, I want to say, 2 months. Don't do that. Okay, this is what you don't do, because the orders start rolling in, and now you're having to make either a large batch that isn't going to last or maintain. You know, everything has to be fresh. I like everyone to get everything fresh. If you make too large of a batch, you have old skincare products sitting on the shelves. If you make just one batch, you're constantly hand making things day in and day out and trying to make sure you get everything 100% correct. If I would have taken the time to sit down and make a proper business plan from step 1 all the way to step 10 and really figure out where exactly I'm trying to go, who's my target audience and target market specifically, I would have saved myself a whole lot of time, because I overexerted myself trying to market my products to everyone. First of all, every woman, I can't do that. You have to be very specific on what you want to sell, what type of problem you're able to solve for people, and who you're specifically going to market your product or your services to. If I would have really taken the proper preparation and just kind of slowed down, but that was the age of everyone starting their business. So from the outside looking in, it looks super easy, it looks cool, it looks fun. But once you get into it and you start doing it, if you don't prepare and really take the time to make sure you have everything behind the scenes, logistics, operations, policies and advice, website, product or service, like I wouldn't have burnt myself out as quickly. I got overwhelmed, I got fed up, and I just threw in the towel in a sense and was like, it's not enjoyable anymore. I was
Yeah.
started doing this because I had a passion for it and I loved it, but now it's getting to the point where I'm not enjoying it because I'm just overexerting myself, stressing myself out when it really was my own fault, but I caught it just in time. Like I was able to catch my business to where I was putting out more products and not seeing any revenue in return, no return on investment. So I ran myself dry. And if I would have maybe did more research, I want to say research for sure, just took my time. Don't rush. Take your time, prepare, do it when you're ready, especially if when your heart's in it. Make sure that you have a peaceful space as well. I like to make my house my home, and I do have my office currently in my home, but at the time I didn't have an in-home office. My skincare products were everywhere. I was just trying to make it, and I overexerted and burnt myself out. So I want to say preparation for sure was one of the major things that I would have changed if I were to redo it again. Take my time and do it right the first time so that you don't have to put your business on hold and rebrand because you already are getting into it and doing things the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love. Oh, go ahead, Keela. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, because what I was going to say, you might have to say something about what topic you were just saying. I was going to go to the next topic.
Go ahead.
This lady.
Okay.
I was just going to ask, so where do you see your business going? Where you want it to go?
So I do love doing online retail, but I have in the past month finally got my first 2 physical locations to carry my products on the shelves. Thank you. And that's really where I see myself going with this. I am currently working on putting a wholesale section on my website for estheticians and salons that are looking to carry products that are vegan, cruelty free, and gentle and effective, because the one thing that people love about my brand is that it's specifically for sensitive skin. So there's a lot of people who, like myself, they're just looking for something gentle, easy, and effective to get the job done, but they don't want to break the bank. And I'm really trying to make that accessible and available for everybody. So I am going to continue with my online retail, but the goal is to just have Skin by Dev on the shelves, out to distributors in the salons, wholesale orders, and then Skin by Dev storefront warehouse coming soon. So those are in the plans as well,
Be a big one.
And we're taking over. Okay. The goal is it's Skin by Dev, but it's gonna be body care, lip care, face care, hair. Like we got some stuff coming. We got some
everything
stuff
by Dev. It's just about to be by Dev.
By Dev. You might as just buy Dev.
Like what, meat? By Dev.
By Dev.
By Dev.
Yeah. So I'm so excited for what the future holds. I did get those I think it's 2 salons out here in Colorado that I have been able to get my products on the shelves for. That was just a couple weeks ago, but the more the merrier, and pretty soon everywhere I look it'll be by Dev. So that's the plan.
That's awesome. And then you're shipping worldwide, nationwide?
Yeah, so currently I am shipping. I did just get my first out of states, so overseas order. We do ship worldwide. I've been able to figure that out, so we're taking over.
Nothing stopping you. That's what's up.
Listen, I love it all. I love to hear it because it's a success story, right? It's a success story in the making. I think so many times we see it happen where we all kind of go through like what you went through the first time, right? Where we bite off more than we can chew. We kind of get overwhelmed, and then it's like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just step away.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of step away, and we can't really figure out how to go about doing that rebrand effectively. Because, like you said, when you tried to step back into it, everybody was kind of like, well, what are you doing? Are you for real? Like, is this, like, is the
what are we looking for? We don't even know what we want because we don't know what you're doing.
Right. And I think everybody kind of struggles with that when it comes to doing a rebrand after having to take that step back, right? Because I'm guilty, right? I've been like, I got too many other things. life be life and stuff
Life be life.
happens, and then you're like, you know what, I'll circle back around. I'll
Yeah.
do that later. How were you able to successfully, like, what resources did you use to successfully rebrand and come back with that oomph?
So the first thing I did was I knew that I needed to get into my business plan. I knew that I wanted to stick with my skincare, but I really needed to kind of try to visualize who my ideal customer would be.
Mm-hmm.
When I picture Skin by Dev, where do I picture that? Like, where do I see my products? And from there, I was able to kind of gauge, like, okay, well, I say my brand is luxury, it's clean. So ideally, my ideal customer would be somebody who enjoys self-care, somebody who doesn't mind taking care of them, taking the extra TLC to make sure that, you know, their skin is taken care of, clean lifestyle, luxury lifestyles, you know, the girls that get it. And that's how I just felt like. And from that point on, from there, it was trying to figure out, okay, well, what social media platform would be the best place for my business? I started on Facebook. That's where I was able to network and make all my connections. At the time, I was doing content creation and influencing. So I had a good audience on Facebook, but realistically, it wasn't going to do well for my business because the target audience on my Facebook wasn't matching up with the target audience of who would be buying my products. So I had to step back again, rebrand by getting off Facebook. I didn't even have my Skin by Dev, and I had the Skin by Dev Instagram, but was doing nothing with it. Same with TikTok. Had my own personal TikTok, was doing nothing with it. So next, it was like, where do I plan on starting first with social media? Because you can't take on all these different platforms when trying to build a relationship with your customers or build a relationship with your followers for your business if you're trying to grow on Facebook, grow on TikTok, grow on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. So I cut out all that. I was even doing YouTube at the time, and I decided, no, I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna go full force on Skin by Dev because I never really gave my business a chance. So I can't expect to get results or 100% results when I'm not even putting 100% into my business. So I said, let me put everything else on the back burner. Instagram and TikTok are going to be my main two platforms, and I'm going to specifically focus on growing a relationship with my customers on those two platforms alone. And from there, it was a lot of trial and error. That's what I can say is don't try to put everything on one launch day. Like that's what I used to do. I used to be like, oh, I'm gonna just launch on this day. No proper preparation. Just a day, you know, given on what the season was, a day that I think would be the most popular for my launch. But then I'm running myself crazy trying to do everything by that specific day to where I needed to be like, okay, let me just take my time to do everything for the rebrand and then pick my launch day. So I
Mm-hmm.
revamped the website. That's one big thing, is making sure you got a proper website or booking page, easy and accessible for people so that it doesn't cause any confusion. My website was childish. My whole brand, I felt like, was just giving childish, and ideally that wasn't where I wanted to go. I was settling for a lot, you know, like, let me just settle for this because at the end of the day, I just need to hurry up and launch. No, the second time I really put my foot in it. Like, let me
Mm-hmm.
make sure that I have all the boxes checked so that my customer and consumer feels comfortable to shop with me because I check all the boxes so they don't have to.
Right.
And preparation, and planning. Okay. Don't sit here and think
Say
you're
it
just gonna
again.
rebrand and it's gonna be peaches and cream, because you need to build hype and anticipation. They need to be ready for you to launch. They need to know what they're ready to buy, and they need to be
Mm-hmm.
excited for it. So as long as you're taking the time to market months in advance if you have to. Annoy people. That's what I do. Like, I don't play when it comes to my business marketing. I let everyone know. I was sending out emails, SMS, and personal DMs daily of like, hey, keep an eye out for us because we're coming. And then when you come and you show up and everything's perfect, packaging, product, customer service, operations, you're golden. Like they're like, okay, she wasn't playing. And that's how they felt. Like, she may have took her time on this rebrand, but when she launched, now when you say skincare, you think of Skin by Dev immediately. Here in Colorado, I felt like before I was in competition or with so many of my consumers, like I there were so many different skincare brands out here, but nothing compares to my stuff now as a small business here because I took that proper preparation to
you found your
rebrand.
niche market, you found
Mhm.
your like you said, you identified your specific clientele. Like you
Right.
literally streamlined the business to where there was no way for nobody else to step in your lane.
Exactly.
You literally got it to the point that you made your lane. Yeah, there's skincare, but there's not Skin by Dev.
Exactly.
So I love that you did that. I love, like, I think, and that's another thing that a lot of people like get discouraged about, right? They're like, oh, I don't want to do this boutique because, you know, it's a bunch of boutiques. Okay, but what makes your boutique different? What makes yours yours? You know, what makes your brand your brand? And
exactly, because can't nobody be you. So as long as you're putting your own sprinkle and your own personality and tell your story, like tell people who you are, tell people about your brand, really figure out what your brand core values are and really promote and push that, because people are going to fall in love with you, the person behind the brand, and that causes them to want to build that connection to where it's like, okay, I'm a shop with Dev because I know she stands on women empowerment, she stands on equality, she stands on self-love and body positivity, and that's why people don't hesitate. They're like, okay, well, I know if she stands on that, I know her story, I know how she's came from nothing and built something from the ground up. They want to support that, they want to be a part of that journey. So just because, you know, like you said, there's millions of skincare brands out there, but mine has my own personal touch on it and my own experience that comes along with buying my products. So that's what people want to see more of. They want to know, you know?
Yeah.
Girl, here we call that the little razzle dazzle.
When she said sprinkle, I thought that's the first thing I thought of.
I know.
Yeah, little razz. Little razz.
No, but for real, like, I do love that you spoke on the fact of, you know, the woman empowerment, the self-confidence, being confident and feeling comfortable in your own skin. And that was another reason why I was like, oh, skincare, this is a perfect thing to bring onto the platform, because a part of the conversation. So, okay, let's say this. We'll use the first 30 minutes here to talk about Skin by Dev, right? Because that's what we wanted to do. This was a platform. We let you talk about Skin by Dev, and we're going to continue to talk about Skin by Dev. But let's get into the conversation part now, because I do believe that what you have to say about like why your brand started ties heavily into women empowerment, feeling confident in your own skin, literally having a skincare product that is built to, like, it's catered to women to make them feel good, to make them feel like, I don't need makeup today. Like, my skin it's skinning. Like, I need it days in my life.
We need more of those moments. That's what I'm trying to bring. Like, and I feel like that's when those values are really what are the core values behind my brand. Women empowerment, because I'm a girl's girl and I just love to see women succeed. I love to connect and come. I love when women come together and we're all doing powerful things. It's such a powerful thing when everyone is coming together and we're just boss ladies doing boss things. Like,
say it again, girl.
Like, I love that. And another thing about the self-confidence is I really feel like as women, self-care is so essential. We go and we go and we push and we push, and women really make a house a home. You know, we do so much on a day-to-day, and we never really get to take that step back and give ourselves some TLC. So that's why I feel like with my brand, you could really give yourself like a luxury spa experience, a luxury facial experience within the comfort of your own home within under 30 minutes. So you could just take some time for some self-care. I always say that my products are more than skincare or body care. They're self-care and self-love and self-confidence in a bottle, because I want women to have more no filter moments, more no makeup moments, you know, because here in this day and age, like, I'm a filter girly. I love it. But at the same time, I don't want to always have to use a filter on my phone to feel like I'm that girl. You're that
Right.
girl without it. You're that girl without the makeup. It's just tapping into that self-love and self-confidence and being like she said, the skin is skinning today. I don't have to do all that because I'm feeling myself today in the skin I'm in. Like, I want
Right.
ladies to love the skin they're in, and I want to bring back, you know, natural. Like, I struggle because I'm a makeup girly too, but it's so important to take care of the skin underneath the makeup. Even if
Yes.
you are a makeup girly, your skin is like a canvas. So if you have a canvas that's already got mud and grime and dirt on it and you try to paint on top, it's not gonna work.
Right.
You know? So I really feel like self-love, self-confidence, it's a must, but it's things that we gotta work on and within ourselves as women. And I don't want women to feel like they have to just to
Right.
be that girl, whatever, you know, everyone thinks that girl is in this day and age. Like, we are them girls, period, and that's just
Right.
what it is. You know,
I feel it 100%. Like, honestly, I can't say it enough. Like, I think we all have those moments. Like, for example, we got on today and I was like, oh girl, my makeup ain't doing what it needed to do today. Like, I'm gonna get on here on this show. We talking about skincare, and I didn't get I'm not giving the face I wanted to give, right? But you want to know, I love the fact, like, if I want to get it to the point I can come on the show with no makeup and feel confident. I will say, during the pandemic, I grew so much more confident going days with no makeup. Like, before 2020. Well, look, a little bit part of it too is because I'm married now, so I'm like, I already secure my man. I don't need to look good.
Okay, she said, you got me. It is what it is now.
He know what he wake up to.
Yeah.
Right, that part.
Period.
Before that, like, I wouldn't, like, I'd be like, oh, I need to put something on my face before I go to Walmart or something, you know? And then after the pandemic, all of that changed, right? Because I think we got so confident. We were sitting in the house. We weren't going nowhere. We weren't doing nothing. We didn't have to put on no makeup. I got used to seeing myself, right, without makeup. I got used to seeing a clean canvas, like you said, to that it got to the point where I was like, I don't think I need nothing. Like, I'm good. I just make sure my skin is moisturized, you know? And like now, like, for example, like today I had to go to work. I'm like, okay, I might have a visitor today. It's holiday season. You know, I just put a little bit extra just to make sure, like, I'm visit ready. And even then today, I'm not even wearing a full face of makeup. I just cleaned up my brows a little bit and I put
a little here and there.
Right, but before, y'all, I would full top to bottom, like, I gotta put the primer, the
full beat, the
whole beat, top to bottom. I felt like I needed to do that to go to the grocery store.
She's like,
like, give me about 20 minutes, then we can go to Target, because I gotta put my makeup on. Like,
gotta put my face on.
Right, it used to be like that, right? And like, I love the fact that I've grown to the part or the point in my life where I'd be like, look, today is a no makeup day. I'm going to work.
And it is what it is.
But I would love to see more products out there that promote that, right? More products that are out there that can help us clear, tone our skin, moisturize our skin, that are catered to us, catered to women that have, like you said, sensitive skin. Because let's be honest, some of these products out there are very, very harsh.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you don't know what you're getting. Like, nobody wants a product to put on your face with a whole bunch of stuff you can't even pronounce. Like, what is this? What is it going to do to me? That's how I be feeling. Like,
now you gotta Google what does
exactly. What is this for real?
Acid, like, what this gonna do?
And that's why, like, I really try to be real, just natural, organic, everything, all ingredients in my products are organic, natural, and I'm really just trying to bring back those no makeup moments for everybody, because I've been the same. I do use my own products, okay? I don't just sell stuff that I don't use or that I wouldn't use myself. I use my full bundle every single day, and it's done enough for me. Like, everybody has their own skin concerns, of course, and some people struggle with acne, hormonal acne, etc. But I feel like I have a product for everybody, whether it's to help soothe, whether it's to help cleanse, whether it's to help just remove some excess dirt and oil, like whatever I feel like everyone has something that they would like to change, but it doesn't need to be you. Like, don't change who you are as a woman, you know?
Girl, you gonna make me cry. You're speaking up here like
I'm
you.
real passionate about it, and I love when women are in love with themselves, you know, because I feel like every woman should be, regardless of who you are. Everyone is so beautiful. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, and that's one thing we stand behind in my brand as well, you know. I'm just a girl's girl. I'm just a girl's girl.
I feel that. I love that. I love that though. Like, girl, like you are speaking so many things. I'm like, girl, I'm proud of you. Like I'm your big sister. So I'm like,
I'm proud of me. I'm like, look at me being all well spoken and got my stuff together. I'm like, okay, now, Dev.
Out of all your products, what is your favorite one? Like, if somebody like, you know what, I can't get all your products right now, but I can get one. What would be that one that you like? This one you have to have.
For me, it's the cleanser. Offer it because it's a 2-in-1 makeup remover. It strips away makeup so easy. It's not gonna clog you up, but it provides such a gentle but effective cleanse. It's got the rose water in there, aloe vera, a little bit of pearl extract, you know. It really just gets in there deep, but it's not too harsh. Some cleansers, when I use them, it dries out my skin and makes my skin just feel too dry, you know, too like as if it was a stretched paper. Like, but with my cleanser, it really just leaves you feeling refreshed, hydrated, and ready to just go on about your day. Like sometimes I use the cleanser and I'm like, all right, well, do I really need anything else?
look,
do I really need anything else?
It is in here talking about some definitely the cleanser.
Yeah, hey, it's
right
let them
here.
know
Look,
the cleanser gonna do its big one. Yeah. But I want to say with my upcoming collection, it's my body oil 100%. Like as you said, I am launching my new collection in 2 days on the 13th. It's the Sugar and Spice collection. We have 3 new products coming with our holiday limited edition scent of vanilla spice. So the body oil, it does what it needs to do. It smells so good. It's like a warm vanilla scent with like a cinnamon spice, a hint of the cinnamon spice in there. Okay. And it just leaves your skin feeling so velvety smooth, especially after the shower.
Yeah, I might need to give me some of that. I love oil.
Look, I might as well go ahead and look. So just so y'all know, it's coming.
We coming.
Look, on the 13th, make sure y'all stay in tune so y'all can get that. Dev did give a promo code, $10 off your next order using promo code Girl Talk without the I though. But yes. I'm excited for that. Like I love the seasonal scents. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about but that's the problem. I was like, is it gonna ship in time? I'm thinking about getting some of that for some stocking stuffers. Girl, I got a lot of kids. Got a lot of teenage girls. So I was like, okay, let me try.
What she got?
We might have lost Dev. She should be back. But with that being said, you guys, let me see.
She back in.
Oh, there she go. I got you back. Girl.
Before I was really interrupted, like you know, I had the do not disturb, but some people, they don't care. They're gonna hit anyway. Like, please.
Like, oh, you didn't answer me and I called you 3 times.
Please.
Like,
I'm so sorry, ladies. I'm like, look, I had to jump back in here.
No, but I was just saying, like, I might have to scoop up some of that what you said, warm vanilla.
Yes, vanilla spice body oil. You see, we got the holiday packaging all cute with the snowflakes. This is the body oil.
Y'all get into this packaging though. Like,
we got the body scrub.
Okay.
And the body cream. So y'all come get right for the winter. Lock in that hydration. You feel me? And they're all vanilla spice, and it smells so good.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna put my order in tonight. I'm gonna have to wait till that 13th.
Okay, she said I need my pre-order.
Can I pre-order?
You I do it, baby. I'm like, best believe I'll put some to the side.
Because I love me some oil. I don't do too much lotion. I just the oil.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. And the way like the way the scents level. That's why I wanted to come with the scrub, the cream, and the oil, because they just, when you layer them, it's just so heavenly. Like, feel like it's just enough, but not too much. But the oil, that's my favorite product in my collection so far.
So is you
For
going
sure.
right now? Is you gonna do that like seasonal for the holiday and
Yes.
bring it back next year, or you be like, let me see how it goes, and then if it goes well, you might keep it on.
I'm in between because I did the same thing with the Clout collection. You know, I really wanted to make that a seasonal spring collection, but the way people love it so much, it's like, why would I withhold that from y'all? I would be evil to do that. I'm like, if y'all like it, I love it. I was just going to keep it seasonal, but with the winter collection, we're definitely going to see how it goes. Maybe Vanilla Spice would be a scent that everyone will want year round. So with this first drop, I'm going to just drop it if I notice that. Some people do like seasonal though, so that they know that they should stock up and then move on to whatever the collection is next. But if people love it, then I'm keeping it. I've never been a gatekeeper. Okay, I'll let y'all have it if y'all want it. Always.
Yeah, I love the scent of vanilla. Like when it comes to skincare, vanilla smells, especially like the perfume layer with some perfume. I feel like that'd be real good.
Yes, it's one of my favorite scents as well. That's why I was like, holiday. When I think of holiday collection, I just think of spice. I think of sweet spice, and that's why I decided to go that way. Like, I'm gonna add a little bit of spice of like a vanilla, cinnamon, allspice, but then keep the scent sweet with the vanilla as well, because I know that's very popular amongst the girls. We love a good sweet smell.
Girl, look. Is in here. She advocating for you big time.
That's my girl.
I'm about to get out a couple of her comments because she definitely said you bet not remove that cloud. She said pink cloud for life. Okay. She also said she do feel like everybody's gonna love the vanilla. She said the scrub is insane. Have her skin feeling velvety.
Ooh,
come on now.
Come on, Ed. See, that's my girl. One thing about her, she gonna let people know, hey,
look, wait.
Yeah,
look, she said, tell them to pair it.
Okay, pair it, babe. Pair it. Oh, I love her. Thank you, Is. Yeah, she be down for the cause. Then one thing about her, she used them products, baby.
Look, you done already gained 2 more clientele right here. And look, I told you, I got all these kids, I got all these daughters. So as soon as I be finding something
I have a couple of, I think these are popular amongst the young ladies because it's a 2-in-1 lip scrub lip balm. So they're travel size. I have it in the flavor vanilla as well. It comes with a lip scrub and a lip gloss, and they're cute and they're travel size and they're perfect stocking stuffers.
Right, you just showed
I gotta get all the stocking stuffers.
Okay, I'm like, yes, we got everything, y'all. We coming hard.
That's the only way to come.
Right. I mean, the fact that you're so passionate about it all, I think it speaks volumes. Like you said, people buy into the brand when they buy into the person. And girl, you get to buy in. You represent your brand so well.
Thank you.
So well.
Thank y'all.
Listen, so let me see. Look, I had a whole little thing going here, and I do this every time, y'all. Every time I do this, I'll plan out the episode where I'm like, okay, we're gonna talk about this, and then we get into the episode. And I'm like, girl, no,
it's such a girls' chat. That's why I'm like, every time you call something a girls' chat, and then when the ladies get in the chat, we just be like, we just gonna go with it.
Right. Like, look, some weeks we'll have our tea, our coffee, we'll sit there. Some weeks we be up in here with a glass of wine, like, girl.
Okay, hey.
Girl, let's talk about it.
Right.
I'm like, I love this podcast. I'm gonna need to tap in with y'all. I love y'all's energy, and I love a good girls chat.
Right? Thank you.
Brittany said it the first time. After she said it the first time, I was like, that's catchy. We're gonna keep it on. So I kept on saying it until she went with it. She was like,
she's like, I'm gonna stick with it.
I said, come on, B. We need to just let's just call it the girl chat because that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Let's be real with one another. Like, you know.
Look, it be getting real up in here sometimes because the topics we be talking about, we go all over the place. It will start off with a topic like look, let me see, what was the last one we went? We went all over the place with that. Dang, what was the one we just did right before the holiday marketing? The cross market?
Cutting people. No, not cutting people off. No,
Girl, even
protecting
that
your
one.
energy.
Cutting people off.
Protect your
Girl,
energy.
that was one we did. Cutting people off. When is it okay to cut folks off? Girl, we went.
Okay, now see, y'all should have had me as a guest on that one because I'd be quick to be like, all right, snip, snip.
Look.
You cut, baby. I probably no explanation either.
Listen, that was a part of it because we was like, we don't like you don't have to give nobody no notice, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Show
Look,
don't.
I can only imagine, like, even when you're starting your business, when you're on the business venture, we talked about that. I sent Keela something like this the other day that like I take it personal when you my people in my corner, but I see you supporting somebody else's business and do the same thing that I do. But you my people. I took that personal. I take that personal.
Right. Yes.
Like,
because I'm an emotional person. I do the same. So it's like, what you doing, boo? What you doing?
like,
But
you
it's
rocking
like
with me or no?
it's I had to get out of that though because I don't first of all I don't know everybody's situation. I don't know what they going through or what could be holding them back. The only thing I could do is try to best figure them out as a customer and be like, hey, why wouldn't they be shopping with me? It's simply just because you weird, then okay. Watch this. Watch this. You gonna look up, it's gonna be like, oh, Dev took her follow and
Took a follow.
Girl, I don't be because one thing about me, I'm like, look, people gonna support who they want to. I'm not gonna force nobody. I'm not gonna beg nobody. I know who I am as a person and what my business could offer, like I said. So if that's not what you want, more power to you. But don't sit here and try to act like it's so bittersweet because I feel like when you just a real person and you giving and you kind-hearted and you are the type to really support everybody around you, it's kind of like you do take it personal because it's like I support you without even having to be asked. I show up for my friends, my family. I've always just been that type of person. You don't have to ask me to support because I'm going to do it because I care for you. Right. But some people they just it be over their head and they gonna do what they want. So I had to realize as a business owner to stop being so emotional. I used to move out of emotion all the time. I can't let my personal feelings get in the way of my business ventures because that's where stuff gets rocky and where stuff starts to go left when you start getting emotions involved in business. That's like the number one tip you always hear successful entrepreneurs say: there is no feelings in business. Business is business and personal is personal. I used to get the lines like this. I'm like, well, I can't do this no more. So I'm like, let me just separate myself. And I always move in that mindset of like, let me not be so emotional about this. Let me just peep it, move accordingly, and move on. Don't even let it affect you too much. Because if you beat yourself up every time people don't book a service or support your brand, you drive yourself crazy.
Girl, and do, and did, and have.
And did. I'm like, I've experienced. I'm like, you will drive yourself crazy worrying about why people ain't supporting. So just focus on the ones that do. I always do. I always tend to my customers. That's one thing about being a business owner as well. Don't focus on who doesn't. Just focus on who does. Take care of those people who have supported you since day one. Tend to your customers that have been loyal. Throw them some exclusive promotional discounts or some stuff on the side to show you care so that you keep on getting that support. That's the biggest tip I have for that is like focus on your customers or your circle who does support instead of worrying so much on who doesn't.
Girl, when I tell you, you dropping gems left and right, you really out here.
I really try to come with some good information. That way, if there's any aspiring entrepreneurs or anybody who's struggling with these areas, I would love to be a help to them. Because if I had somebody like me, like this right now, if I was to be watching this before, I'd have been there. He said, "Don't worry about the haters. Got it. Okay,
right, got it.
Check." Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy because look, me personally, I try to do like a whole bunch of different businesses. And I was fun to do the skincare before. And then I had thought about it. I'm like, Keela, who you gonna talk to? So I just didn't do it. But the way that you passionate, real passionate about it, that is really A1. And I do have a question. So when it comes to the business, did you go to school for business or you self-taught?
So I graduated in 2020. At that time, I was going to high school, but here in Colorado, they have it to where you could cross. Like if you hit a certain requirement, you could go to college as well. So I had took a business administration class with Metro State, and then after that, I was going to become an esthetician, so I could perform facials on my customers and then use that to cross promote my product, which is something that I'm still thinking about doing as well. It's just a time crunch for me, but I know so many entrepreneurs. I grew up, first of all, I grew up around hustlers my whole life. So I kind of knew, like, I was always the child that was going around selling candies, lemonade stands, selling my artwork, selling whatever I could sell. I feel like it's always been meant for me, and God put it on my heart when I was young, and I moved in his purpose. Glory to him, because I feel like I've always had that entrepreneur instilled within me. It's just figuring out what I wanted to do with that. So I do want to go back to school and get like a degree in business management so I could open up a storefront. But don't let that hold you back, because there is some people that just have it within you. If you have that spark, if you have that fuel to just where you're to the point where anything you do, you're going to get it done, and you really have it on your heart that that's what you want to do, don't let school hold you back, because at the end of the day, I've still been able to be a successful entrepreneur. I read constantly. I had a business mentor that was out here when I first started my business. I reached out to her and was just getting so much guidance from her. I use my community as a resource, and I use books and podcasts and YouTube. So if you don't have the funds to go to school, you can still do it. Of course, always try to do the best to further your education, but don't let nothing hold you back. Period. So
I think with the school thing, because I'm actually in school right now for business, because I was like, let me find out the back end of it.
right.
If you could figure out the back end without school, I don't say don't do it.
That's how I feel. That's why I'm like, I don't have no debt. I'm cool right now. I don't have no student loans, no debt, no nothing. And I'm still, like I said, I've been able to see success. And it's all about just knowledge. That doesn't mean you have to pay a tuition. If you could get knowledge in other ways, you could get it in other ways. I've had a lot of successful people around me. Put yourself in them rooms. It's really about networking and the people and really soaking up that knowledge from them, because just putting yourselves in the right rooms alone can open up so many doors, as it's had for me. Like, I wouldn't be where I am here right now if I hadn't taken the steps to get out of my comfort zone and go to a couple networking events, get out of my comfort zone and go be where I know that successful people are. That's how you get into it, and that's how you start to make those connections, and people start referring you, people start supporting you, people start connecting you to other people that they know that you would do well with. And that's honestly how I've been able to build my brand so far, is getting out of my zone, my comfort zone. I've always been an anxious person, so for me, when I'm in a room with large amounts of people, my anxiety, my energy, I'm an empath. So if I receive energies from people, and it used to be a lot for me, and I used to be like, nah, but now I be more into it, because I'm like, I know there's somebody here that I could pick their brain. And it's all about the successful people don't mind. It's just they don't want to be giving the information out to people who aren't going to do anything with it, to people who don't care. If you show that you're caring and you're passionate and you serious about what you do, I promise you they don't mind giving you free resources or dropping gems that will really take your business to the next level.
Absolutely. Like, you're literally sitting here talking like you just said you graduated high school in 2020. Like, and you're sitting here talking through all of these things that people who graduated high school 10 years ago, 15 years ago still haven't figured out. But what you did do, right? One of the biggest things that you did do is you capitalized on the opportunity from the rooms that you were put in. Exactly. You know what I mean? Right. There are so many times that there's someone there that's giving you gems or giving you insight, giving you resources, and people just be like, I get to it when I get to it. Don't put that on the back burner. You better jump on those opportunities when you have the opportunity to network, when you have the opportunity to put because you never know who you're talking to, who they may go talk to next.
Exactly.
Right.
The fact that you plant the seed in that person's head that, hey, I've got this going, and you sit there and you sell yourself first, like you do right now. You're sitting here, you're selling your brand, right? We didn't even touch the product yet. And we like, girl, we want it.
Okay,
you know,
exactly.
You didn't even smell the product.
That's
yet.
what
We
it's
didn't
about.
touch the product yet. Because it's how passionate you are about it. You standing behind it 10 toes down.
Right.
And you're letting us know all of the work and effort that you put into it. It ain't slapped together, right? So then when you go and you go into these rooms and you're having these conversations with these people, they see that. They see that you mean business. They see that you're eager. They see that you're willing to put in the work. So they're like, all right, I can refer this person and have confidence that they're not going to make me look bad by saying, hey, I refer this person.
Right.
You know, and people don't take those situations as serious as they should.
Right, because their name, their reputation, their business is on the line.
Exactly.
So that's why you need to be 10 toes down behind yours so that they know you mean business and you didn't come to play. So they're not going to play with you neither. That's just what it is. Like, if you're not 100% confident in what you do or what you're even selling or your services, then you need to go back to the drawing board and try again, because that's like the number one thing about marketing your business is, why would someone buy if you're iffy yourself, you know?
Right, that part.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, oh, why? It's like when people try to give you financial advice, but they can't keep money to save their life. It's like, why would I?
Girl.
Like, no, why would I listen to you?
No, for real. Like
I said, I'm doing bad. I didn't say I was trying to do worse. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Look, she got me over here like, okay, I gotta stop. I gotta wrap it up.
I know this has been such a good chat. I knew it was gonna be though. That's why I'm like, don't even stress it. Just get in there and do your thing. Yeah.
I feel like this little hour just flew by. Like,
it did. Like I just looked up at the time.
Okay, I'm like, we gotta double back in a couple weeks, part 2.
We will, because you know what I do want to do? I want to check back in with you because I want to see how your brand has grown. I want to see where you've gone to. I know we asked you, where do you see yourself going? Where do you see your business growing? So I want to check back in.
Whew, yeah, look back and be like, hey, what you doing, Dev? Is you getting stuff done or what you doing? I love that because that's what it's all about is, you know, people in your circle that'll hold you accountable. It's about building a support group, a support system. So
Absolutely. Look, and we all about seeing everybody win.
Yeah.
My thing has always been, we all win in the end.
Okay, the more the merrier.
Right. Look, okay, so y'all, I know we promised that there was going to be a giveaway, right? So just like we're super excited to try, you know, Skin by Dev, we want to give you guys the opportunity to try it as well. Whether you're watching now or you're watching later, you have the opportunity. So I'm going to be asking one question that I'll be looking for one of the listeners to either email us or DM us, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok. All of our handles are Let's Talk. Is it Let's Talk.kb?
Underscore.
That's why I was like, let me not be in y'all business, but I think it's an underscore.
I was like, I just looked at it today. Like, I look at it every day.
I'm like, so don't quote me, but
underscore KB. Right?
Yeah.
So find us on social media, follow the page, and then leave us a DM answering this question. What date did we drop episode 1? Easy peasy.
Ooh, that's a good.
That is easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So, because here's the thing, even if you don't follow us currently, even if you didn't watch episode 1, you can still go back and find it, view it, and you'll have the answer.
Yeah. Or
so,
just
there y'all go. There y'all go. Better get to digging.
Yes. So, it's been such a pleasure to have you here. One thing I do love, I'm gonna have my daughter watch today's episode too, because she's a sophomore in high school who wants to be an entrepreneur. Yep. She wanted to do like lip gloss line and all this other like skincare stuff too. So I just want to show her what's capable, and I want for her to hear from somebody who ain't her mom or her auntie about
In any way I could be of help, tell her hit me up. Anyway, you know, I love to help the young ladies and anybody. Like I said, if I could be of any help, I do not mind. For real.
Absolutely. Look, because there are some episodes I can't let her watch, but this one she can. You know?
Okay.
This one she can watch. But no, it's been such a pleasure to have you, Deb.
Oh, thank you.
You are such a brilliant young woman. I love the passion behind, you know, everything that you have going. I love your drive. I love it all. The whole package deal. I look forward to seeing where Skin by Dev goes. You have gained a new client in us.
Oh, thank you.
Have.
I'm
really I'm like, we tapped in now, so I'm
we
like,
is, girl.
We're rolling, y'all.
For real,
Y'all need to tap into this podcast. It's been such a refreshing. I think it's just refreshing when women could just get together and just really chop it up and really get into the behind the scenes. You know, it's a lot of stuff we don't get to talk about. We're always censored. We can't say anything without somebody coming and trying to throw their 2 cents or trying to, you know, give us backlash. So I love that y'all are providing a platform to where women can come on here and really just talk about whatever, you know, whatever they feel like discussing. And I feel like it's such a refreshing thing, an open, positive space. I could just, the positivity is here, y'all. I can feel it. It's in the air. So thank you, ladies, for having me. It's been such a nice chat. My first podcast appearance. Y'all made it super comfortable. Thank y'all so much. You know, it was like a chat for real, a real chat.
It is. It is, girl. So welcome to the group chat. We will have you back.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. Aw.
No problem.
Oh, well, so guys, we will go ahead and wrap up episode 8. This has been so much fun. Next week, we're going to do it a little bit different. We will be here on Wednesday, December 20th. That will be our middle episode. So we are not going to launch on Sunday the 17th, and we're not going to launch on Christmas Eve. So we're going to meet right in the middle, and we're going to have a special episode on December 20th. So we will see you guys there. Bye.